Welcome back to the streaming setup. Well, I don't know if it's going to be the streaming setup or maybe my new kind of studio setup for my main videos. I don't know yet. It's kind of convenient, I think. I mean, I have my lights already set up. I have a really good mic here. I can put my camera on the desk because there's plenty of room. So yeah, I don't know. This might be the new setup. But anyway, I have a new mic right here. This is a brand new USB mic from FIFINE. I have one right here. This one I purchased with my own funds, but this one they were kind enough to provide a full review and to kind of showcase what exactly you can use a USB mic for. It's not necessarily just for, doing streaming, but you can also use it for recording audio for music. If you do any production work in like Ableton or anything like that, you can also just use it for, office work. If you have Zoom meetings or remote client meetings that you need to do, it's a very good option as opposed to, just an onboard mic that you have for either your laptop or for your webcam. All right, so like I said, I did purchase this one. I'm very, very happy with it. I use it for pretty much my Twitch streams, well, formerly exclusively, but now I'm starting to use it with my YouTube videos just because it's really easy. I don't have to do much to the audio post-wise. I just usually have to drop it on. Worst case, I just have to boost the audio just a little bit in volume, but for the most part, I don't really have to do anything else. Audio comes out very crisp, very clear. Anyway, let's get to the unboxing of this and see what's in here. And before you ask, yes, that is the correct pronunciation, FIFINE, from what I am told several times, just to be on the safe side. But the part number on this is K683A. It's relatively new. It came out not that long ago. You can find it on Amazon. You can also buy it directly from their site. Basic instructions and whatnot are included, but when we open up the box, we do have the USB mic itself, which is very sturdy, very solid. I really appreciate the build quality of it. Fun fact, you are listening to the voiceover recorded on the very mic itself. How special. In addition to the mic itself, as well as that pivot stand that's already on the base of the mic, you get a metal stand that screws into the bottom. You get a split USB cable. So this USB has a USB-B to a USB-A/C, so they pretty much have you covered for just about whatever device you have. And it also has a pop filter that you can attach over the mic. As far as setup goes, setup's pretty easy. You just plug in USB to mic, and then you plug USB into computer. I am running on Windows 10, so you just let Windows 10 do its thing, and it'll automatically install the drivers needed for this microphone. Let it do its thing, and it should be done. So, for the time being, since I primarily use these USB mics for streaming on Twitch, I wanted to bring this into OBS Studio. That's why it looks quite a ways different than the video before. I'm streaming all this, well, I am recording all this through the Logitech webcam that I typically use when I stream on Twitch. So what I want to do is I want to capture the audio from the webcam, just how you hear it. I want to use the brand new FIFINE mic. And then when you use the audio that's coming out of this headset, I started off using the audio from this, which works just fine. I was able to throw enough plugins on it to make it sound, to me, half decent. I mean, it really is kind of based all on opinion. As long as the audio is coming through clear enough, then that should be fine. But for someone like me, I wanted something a little bit more clear. That's where these USB mics come into play. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run the webcam audio, we're gonna run the headset audio, and then we're gonna run the brand new USB mic audio, so we can kind of compare on the fly, so we don't have to kind of go back and forth or anything like that. So that's why we're in webcam/streaming mode right now. All right, so first off, what you're hearing is, of course, the USB mic. It should sound quite a ways better. I don't know how it sounds just yet in this situation compared to the others, but we're gonna find out in just a few seconds here. Now we are on the headset mic. Not the worst, completely fine. I think you can kind of level everything with a few free plugins, which is what I did. I kind of leveled the bass and the treble and kind of scooped the mids a little bit when I was streaming at the time to kind of get a little bit better clarity through the headset mic, which worked just fine. You don't need a USB mic if you have something like this, but it definitely does make it quite a ways better audio wise as far as commentary goes. Now we're going to switch over to the webcam audio. So the webcam audio, perfectly capable, perfectly usable, in my opinion, for like an office environment. So if you're just doing Zoom meetings, client meetings, anything like that, works just fine. A lot of people use it for streaming, and it works. You can put some plugins on there. You can kind of compress the audio, get a nice, keep the peaks from going too high, and kind of level everything out, and still completely usable. So I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it whatsoever. It's just that when you go back to the USB mic, you can definitely tell the difference in clarity. Just kind of, it has a little bit more body to it, a little bit more bass to it. It's a little bit easier to kind of understand, especially when you're comparing it to something like the webcam audio, which is kind of capturing everything around you. Now granted, mine's kind of a mid-range. It's not the most high-end webcam that you can get, but it's still, again, perfectly usable, just fine. But when you compare it to the USB audio mic, so much better. So overall final thoughts. First of all, we're still in the streaming setup. This works. Honestly, I went through and I was checking the audio from the samples that we just talked about, and this is not the worst. So we might stick with this for some short, quick videos, as well as this mic. Okay, I'm sorry, got sidetracked a little bit, but final thoughts on the USB mic. So this retails for $52.99. And at that price point, one thing I did forget to cover, there are a few kind of extra bells and whistles, so to speak, that aren't included on my slightly more expensive streaming mic that I have from them. One being this, hold on, let me show this up here. This mute switch, so and there's also, if you look on the back, there is an audio out. So if you want to route everything through the mic, you can plug in a set of headphones and monitor everything through the mic itself, and you don't have to worry about your levels, or if your mic isn't recording for some reason, or if you're accidentally muted on the mic itself. With all of that said, do you need this mic? It depends. For someone like me who really likes better audio, a little bit more clarity, I think it's a great investment. As far as the use of it goes, I do kind of wish it had the stand, but they do have a separate mic for that. This, on the other hand, this is a little bit more travel friendly. And I know you're not supposed to be going out. You're not supposed to be traveling or flying or anything like that. You're supposed to be staying in and isolating as best you can, only going out for emergencies or for, supplies. But you can still go out by yourself, and you can go out into more isolated areas, and that's where I think this comes in handy quite a bit. I would 100% take this with me if I'm just riding around, and I just want to perhaps do a pop-up podcast, which might be coming in the near future. Taking this apart and throwing it into my bag is definitely a lot more easy than trying to dismantle this whole rig, which I definitely don't want to do. But quality wise, this is on par with my slightly more expensive mic. So 100% I think it would be worth grabbing at least two of these if you have someone that lives with you and you want to do a quick podcast setup. Not to say that you can't do a podcast in person a little bit more safely. With extra long USB cables, you guys should just be you guys can be just fine sitting across the room from each other, plugged into the same computer. The bonus of that being you don't have to carry around a mixer or powered audio amp to power mics, going XLR wise, and you don't have to plug that into your PC. It's something else that you'd have to carry around. So back to the point, easy to carry, superb audio quality, to be honest. yeah, 100%. If you need something that doesn't take up as much space as the big arm, I think this is a great thing to purchase. As far as use for me, yeah, I am probably going to keep it out so I can grab it and use it on one of my laptops. By the way, this is you can get this to work with Mac. It's not any more difficult. You just have to do a couple extra steps, but not difficult at all. Still works perfectly fine with Mac if you're set up in the Apple ecosystem. But final thoughts, $52.99, should you grab one? If you need better audio, yeah, of course, pick one up. It's super compact, it packs up really nicely, and you can take it with you. It's a good podcast mic, it's 100% good streaming mic. Yeah, I dig it. If you want some more info, I will put more info in the description if you want to pick one up. I don't have an affiliate link or anything like that. I'm just recommending this because I really like the audio quality and I like how well it packs up and travels. Yeah, that's it. That's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the different audio samples. What do you think of the webcam mic versus the headset mic versus this brand new mic? Yeah, other than that, I will see you in the next video, maybe in this kind of frame. Who knows? I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay, bye. Ooh, that probably, let me do that one more time. Probably sounds better on this mic. Okay, bye.